give you a little taste of what I look like right now. Woke up at 162 this morning. A little physique update. I think you can only really see the upper body. Look at lower body. The quads. That's where I'm at, 162. It's been a while since I gave a physique update. I don't know. I'm in a weird spot with my weight. I bulked up in between meets, in between my last meet, which was in January of this year, 2016. In between that and when I started prepping for nationals, I got up to the heaviest I've been in years, maybe ever, up to about where I was averaging right around 170 pounds for a short period of time. I mean, but I was over 168 probably for, as an average, for a couple months, even topping out a 170 occasionally. So that's the heaviest I've been in a really long time. And to be honest with you, it was hard. It was pretty hard to maintain that weight. It shouldn't have been. It's just I don't know. I get to a certain point and my appetite just doesn't really want me to eat anymore, and it's a struggle trying to get in more calories. And it's not a very good excuse, because I mean, trust me, when I work with clients and that say the same thing, I'm like, well, listen, there's a lot of ways to get in extra calories. It's just you gotta be a little bit creative with it, whether it's drinking extra calories or getting in lower fiber, lower nutrient dense foods, a sweet spot, so to speak. And it just tends to be right around like 163, right around 163, which is the weight class I compete in, which ideally is a light. I mean, you would want to get a little bit bigger than that. So I don't know. My weight's kind of in a weird spot. I mean, ideally, I would just kind of do what I did before and just kind of bulk up and get a little bit bigger. I think that did help me. I definitely did. It definitely helped me as far as my numbers. I felt like it helped. But I don't know. I don't think, the problem is I don't think I would ever want to drop down to 145 to compete. Which is the weight class in USAPL below my weight class, 163. Other organizations, it's like 148. I know like 3 pounds doesn't seem like a lot, but I feel like maybe it's just in my head, but when I say 148, I'm like, oh man, that's like attainable. But then when I say 145, I'm like, oh shit, I don't know, that seems like it would be a really extreme cut. Which it would be from 163, but it's like, I don't know, I think the way I look at it is like, man, I feel like with a little bit of effort and a little bit of dieting, really, I think I could be like 155, 156 and be very comfortable at that weight. And I don't know if I would really even lose any strength at that weight. It's just going from that 155, 156 to 145 where I think it would be a big issue. And then and other things that come up, like for example, Johnny Candido, I saw on Facebook, he's pretty much scrapping the idea of going 163 anymore, because obviously he used to always compete at the weight class above 181 or 182, whatever. And then he dropped down to 163, and he says his lift stayed about the same, but he's having trouble staying healthy. So that's another thing to consider. I mean, you gotta keep that in mind. Another thing, I'm relatively lean, so I think it would be kind of a tough cut to 145. However, I definitely have some weight I could lose. I mean, it's not like I'm shredded or anything. I'm not even really, I don't really think I'm overly lean. I know I'm semi-lean, in reasonable condition, especially for powerlifting. I mean, although you do see a lot of the best raw powerlifters, especially under the 230 pound weight class. Anybody under 230, so that's like 205, 182, 173, or 163, and then 145. All the best guys are relatively pretty lean. I mean, they're all look like they could compete in natural bodybuilding almost, with a slight contest prep. Do you even lift, bro? Now, I was browsing through my old YouTube videos and I stumbled across something that was interesting. A video from 2011 titled Bodybuilding Breakfast Example. 2011, 5 years ago. I was eating this exact same fucking thing. Same breakfast. Now, I think I had a little bit more protein, so I think I had a couple extra egg whites or something, but essentially the same thing. Man, I'm consistent. If nothing else, I'm consistent. Alright, I gotta get ready for the gym. Front squats and RDLs today. Whew, just got home. Had to get kinda dressed up today. Had a couple meetings this morning, then I had to stop at the store on my way home. And while I was driving, actually while I was waiting in line to check out of Walmart, I was looking on the conveyor belt and I was like, man, I only needed a few things, but the things I needed were like the most bro things ever. Like luckily, I was in a self-checkout, because if I had anybody, like a physical person checking me out, they would laugh. And like, holy cow, you're obviously a bro. But then again, this might all be in my head. I have a feeling most Walmart checkout people probably don't even think about those kind of things. But let's just see what I got. So I got 2 packs of 18 eggs. There's the cat. Hey, get out of there. Pack of chicken. 2 protein bars because they were on sale for 98 cents. 2 energy drinks because they were on sale for 98 cents. Bunch of things of solid white albacore tuna. And then little Greek yogurts. I love these little Greek yogurts. They're 100 calories, but you're getting 12 carbs and either 11 or 12 grams of protein. They're great to have late at night. Like these little yogurts, I swear by them for late at night to round out your macros. I mean, pretty much a 1-to-1 ratio of carbs to protein. So if you have a little bit of carbs left, a little bit of protein left, they're perfect. Then if you tend to have a little bit of fat left, you could always have a tablespoon of peanut butter or something. They're just little things like that to have on hand to help you round out your macros at the end of the day. I found it to be very beneficial. And it just always seems like, at least for me, that there's a little bit left over, and yogurts work perfect. Plus Lucy loves them, so she eats them as well. I feel like a real gym bro with my gallon jug. Walking into the gym, got an upper body workout planned, hit some bench, and then probably just freestyle a little bit. Haven't jumped on programming as of yet. Still trying to get back into the groove. Probably gonna be a semi-similar workout to the last upper body video you saw. Maybe throw in some different accessory stuff and go from there. All right, let's get after it. All right, I'm gonna do a few sets of 335. Actually, the first set felt pretty heavy, surprisingly. Actually a little sore from the upper body workout I did a couple days ago. Well, 2 days ago. Probably because I took a week off at the gym. It's crazy, like, just taking 1 week off, coming back, I feel, I mean, although it was one complete week off, it was like a couple weeks kind of screwy. But yeah, I feel like a noob coming back. I was all sore. I hardly ever get sore. When you have really high training frequency, like I do, a lot of times I don't even get sore. That's why I talked about on the podcast, a couple podcasts ago, the Absolute Strength podcast, if you don't know what I'm talking about. I talked about muscle soreness and how it's not a huge indicator of progress, because once you get adapted to a certain frequency and kind of around the same volume, you don't necessarily get that sore from your training.